Hello everyone. Welcome to a new grandMA3 video. Today, I will show you a macro that I created to make a color effect. Okay. It is no secret to anyone that the biggest complaint currently from MA3 users is that the software does not have the ready effects, or they are not like an MA2. And that's one of the big complaints now. As you can see, the MA3 has predetermined effects. Here there is a color effect of red and white, blue and white, green and wild, magenta and white, magenta and green, magenta and yellow, red and blue, and some movement effects, but I'm going to rely only on the color effects. Everyone knows that when selecting a group and clicking on a console effect, we will only see such a color change, not pleasant. In order to see something different, we have to go to the phase and add phase to the colors to be able to see a transition from one color to another. But doing all this takes a lot of time, and that is precisely what we want to avoid. Okay, as an alternative to this problem, I have created a macro that is responsible for generating a color effect between two colors. Here is red as the low value and cyan as the high value. And I can change the colors by means of a list that I already have pre-established with different colors. I'm going to show you how this macro works. This macro, labeled color effect, will create for us 13 color presets with their respective labels. It will also create two color presets. One will be labeled low value and the other will be labeled high value. Following this, the macro will create some sequences. These sequences will be assigned to executors that I have already pre-established in the macro lines, but you can modify them as you prefer. For now, I will show you what I already have ready. For this macro to work perfectly, we must record a group. You can solicit it from left to right, from right to left, from top to bottom, or as you prefer. You just have to keep in mind that, depending on the selection of your lights, the effect will also be seen. I'm going to activate the macro, and it will do the magic. Okay, the macro has created everything I mentioned above. How does it work? The only thing we have to do is touch the macro of the direction in which we want the effect to run. If we touch this macro, we can see how the effect begins to run in these two colors. Tapping the direction macro immediately starts the effect running from left to right. But you no longer need to create an effect for each color, because now you just have to go to the executor and choose the colors in which you want the effect to run. In this case, I'm going to leave the high color on cyan and the low color on white, so you can see how it works. Now I want the effect to keep running, but I change the cyan color to pink. When I select the color, we can see that the effect continues to work in real time, but now with the other colors. Every time we change a color in the executor, the preset of low and high is also changed. We can change the direction of the effect through macros, and we can also change the colors and see how the effect works perfectly in real time. we can change the colors to our liking. We have the effect running in the color white and blue. Now I want the effect to run between the color red and blue. If you remember, the console has predetermined effects for each color, but now you only have to select the color you want, and with a single effect you can make the color combinations. You can change the colors and change the direction in which you want the effect to run. Remember that the direction of the effect depends on the way the group was recorded. If for some reason you make a mistake, don't worry, you just have to touch the macro labeled delete color effect. This macro will erase all the information that has been recorded. And now you just have to activate the color effect macro, and in less than a minute, everything will be ready for you to start playing in real time. If you are interested in this macro, in the description of the video I will leave you a download link with which you can obtain it. Okay guys, this is it for today. If you liked the video, remember to like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell for future videos.